Hello children, a very warm welcome to the virtual session again. So let us begin with the chapter 2 which part 5. So we are doing is matter around us pure. We'll continue with part 5. What are we going to do today? We will see numericals based on concentration of solution. Since we have learned the concept of concentration of solution, we have seen some formulae to solve sums in the previous session. I hope you all have taken down those formulae in your notebook. So now based on those formulae, we will do few sum solving on concentration of solution. So let us have a quick look on what is concentration of a solution. It can be expressed as mass by mass percentage or as mass by volume percentage. So you have to be very careful when you are doing applying formulae there. When it's mass by mass percentage, the denominator will remain mass of the solution, and if you are doing mass by volume percentage, the denominator will be volume of the solution. So you have to be careful when you are applying this formula. Let us see, we'll begin with the numericals here. First of all, you have a quick look on the formulae. I hope you will have written down this in your notebook. If not, please take it down in your notebook. See the difference in the formula just now discussed with you all. Mark the difference. Your mass by mass percentage of a solution is equal to mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100. Whereas mass by volume percentage of solution is equal to mass of solute upon volume of solution into 100. So these are the two formulae we have, and we are going to do some solving based on this. What do you understand by the statement the solubility of NaCl is 36.5 gram at room temperature? So it you need to interpret. This is not a proper sum solving. It is an interpretation of the solubility statement given to you. So what do you interpret with this? It means that at room temperature 36.5 gram of NaCl can be dissolved in 100 gram or 100 ml of water. Suppose the question was, what do you understand by the statement the solubility of potassium nitrate is 62 gram at room temperature? So the answer should be at room temperature 62 gram of potassium nitrate can be dissolved in 100 gram or 100 ml of water. So like that is an interpretation, a very simple interpretation children. We'll go for next. A solution is prepared by adding 40 gram of sugar in 100 gram of water. Calculate the concentration in terms of mass by mass percentage of solution. So here please mark these words mass by mass percentage of solution. So let us see which formula will be applicable here. First of all, we will gather data. We have to take out data from this numerical. So now what is the data here given? Mass of sugar 40 gram, mass of water 100 gram. We have to find concentration of sugar in water. Total mass of the solution will be mass of sugar plus mass of water, that is solute plus solvent. That will give you the total mass of the solution, which will be equal to 100 plus 40, that will be 140 grams. Then you have to calculate mass by mass percentage, m by m percentage of concentration of sugar in solution. So the formula will be mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100. So 40 by 140 into 100 will give you 40 divided by 140 will give you 0.285740140 into 100. That will be equal to 28.57 approximately. So this calculation should be clear with your children. I hope it's clear. The calculation should be clear with you children. Mathematically you can calculate and check. We'll go for next. What volume of ethyl alcohol and water must be mixed together to prepare 250 ml of 60% by volume of alcohol in water? Now you have a liquid to deal with in the sum. Let us see how are you going to do, which formula will be applicable here. So now here you have a unitary method, a simplest method to solve this sum. 60% by volume of alcohol solution means each 100 ml of solution will have 60 ml ethyl alcohol. That means so 250 ml of solution will have equal to, that is unitary method. Simplest method which you have already done in your smaller classes. So 60 upon 100 into 250. that will give you 150 ml of ethyl alcohol. Hence, in 250 ml solution of 60% by volume of alcohol and water, alcohol should be 150 ml and water should be 100 ml. So this is a very simple sum. You don't need to apply formula here. Here you can easily do by unitary method. And if at all you feel so in other sums as well, unitary method suitable for you, you can apply unitary method, but it should be suitable for the sum. So you have to take it down all the sums in your notebook, children. I hope you are writing. Now a solution contains 50 gram of sugar in 350 gram of water. Calculate the concentration of solution in terms of mass by mass percentage of the solution. Now over here you have to calculate mass by mass percentage of the solution, where a mass of the solute is given and a mass of solvent is given to you. So again a simple sum, gather the data here. Given mass of solute 50 gram, mass of solvent 350 gram. So mass of solution will be 50 plus 350 will give you 400 grams. A formula which we have already learned, mass by mass percentage is equal to mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100. So the calculation for the 50 upon 400 into 100, that is mathematical calculation, will give you 12.5%. Very simple. Yes, clear children? Now we'll go for next sum. Question number 5. To make a saturated solution, 72 gram of sodium chloride, that is a common salt which you use in a day-to-day food. You consume it. So it's a sodium chloride NaCl dissolved in 200 gram of water at 20 degrees Celsius. Finds its concentration at the same temperature. So the temperature remains the same, that you have to take into account, and then we will see how the sums can be solved. Concentration is given by mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100. The data gather here, mass of solute 72 gram, mass of solution 72 plus 200 gram of the solvent will give you 272 grams. So now concentration will be 72 upon 272 into 100. That mathematical calculation will give you 26.47. So that is the concentration. They had not asked you to express in percentage, that's why it will not have a unit here, so it will be only 26.47. So is it clear children? Mass of solution you have to take out with the help of mass of solute plus mass of solvent. So calculation mathematically you can easily do and find the answer. Now during an experiment, the students were asked to prepare a 10% mass by mass that is mass by mass solution of sugar in water. Ramesh dissolved 10 gram of sugar in 100 gram of water, while Sarika prepared it by dissolving 10 gram of sugar in water to make 100 gram of the solution. So you mark the difference between the preparation done by Ramesh and by Sarika. Ramesh he took 10 gram of sugar and added in 100 gram of water, while Sarika, what she did, she took 10 gram of sugar in water to then she made a level in the cylinder, measuring cylinder. She added water till the mark of the cylinder shows 100 gram or 100 ml. So over here, a weighing balance she must have used, because she's taking into 100 grams. You are talking about mass upon mass. So she has done the measurement and the weighing balance. If you do with the volume, then you take a measuring cylinder. But when you are doing with dealing with mass, then on a weighing balance, she has taken 10 gram of sugar and taken water, added water till it becomes 100 gram on the weighing balance. So water can have a you can weigh it, or you can find the volume, or you can use in the form of add in the cylinder and take the volume. So both the way water can be taken as 100 gram as well as 100 ml as well. So here the preparation difference you can see are the two solution of the same concentration. So the solution prepared by Ramesh and Sarika are the solution have the same concentration. Let us see, because the preparation method is different. Here, and compare the mass percentage of the two solutions. So you have to find the mass percentage of each and then compare, and we will get the answers. From there we can easily compare, and we will see whether two solutions are of the same concentration or not. So you have to see over here is mass by mass. So you are only going to consider mass, and the formula also will have mass. So now both the solution have different concentration. Why, we will see. Now in case of Ramesh, it is 100 gram of solute in total 110 gram solution. That means he has taken 10 gram of sugar plus 100 gram of water. So the total mass of the solution is 110 gram. Please understand this. So concentration in mass percentage done by Ramesh will be mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100. That will be 10 upon 110 into 100. Mathematical calculation will give you 9.09 percentage. So for Ramesh, when we calculated, because he has taken 10 gram solute, that sugar separately, and 100 gram of water separately, and then he had mixed to make the solution, and we got, after calculation, we got 9.09 percentage of concentration mass by mass, which is done by Ramesh. Now let us see what Sarika has got. But in case of Sarika, it is 10 gram of solute in total 100 gram solution. That means she has taken 10 gram of sugar, and then she added water in the weighing balance till it becomes 100 gram. Suppose in a beaker she took 10 gram, and she kept that beaker on the weighing balance, and then she added water till it becomes 100 gram. So that is a difference. That means the mass of the solution over here is 10 plus 90. 10 plus 90, because already 10 gram sugar was there, then she must have added 90 gram to make it 100 gram. That means here the difference is the mass of the solution. That means solvent plus solute. So now concentration in mass by mass percentage for Sarika, if you calculate mass of solute upon mass of solution again into 100, that will give you 10 by 10 into 100. The calculation will give you 10 percentage. This solution prepared by Ramesh contain less amount of solute than Sarika. So Sarika got 10% concentration, whereas Ramesh has got 9.09 percentage. So that's why the answer should be solution prepared by Ramesh contain less amount of solute than Sarika. So you can see the method of preparation of the solution is so important. Otherwise, the concentration of mass by mass percentage will definitely differ. With the case of Sarika and Ramesh, it was very clear with you children. I hope you are writing. So this is 10 upon 100 into 100. Calculation will give me 10 percentage. Next, assignment for you. You are going to try sums as we have done just now. So on the similar line, you are going to try with the similar concept. Try to apply formulae. If unitary method simpler for you, you can do by that method as well. Now assignment here, a teacher told 3 students A, B and C to prepare 25% solution. Mass by volume. Please mark this. Mass by volume of potassium hydroxide. So you should know which formula you will use. A student A dissolve 25 gram of KOH in 100 gram of water. Student B dissolve 25 gram of KOH in 100 ml of water. And student C dissolve 25 gram KOH in water and made the volume 100 ml. As I have discussed with the earlier question, Ramesh and Sarika. There we will be done with mass by mass percentage. Here you have to deal with mass by volume. So you have to be careful with that. Which one of them has made required 25% solution? Give your answer with reason. So a teacher told 3 students to prepare 25% solution of KOH. That was mass by volume. So which one among them, A, B or C, has prepared a proper solution of 25%? You have to check with your calculation, with your formulae or any other method which you find easier, unitary method. You can find and check which of the answer A or B or C has done a proper job of making 25% solution, and give your reason. You have to justify your answer with your calculation. You can show, and that will be a justification. Okay children, so you have to do this assignment. One more question for assignment here. Calculate the mass of water and mass of glucose required to make 250 gram of 40% solution of sugar. So here you have to calculate mass of water and mass of glucose required to make 250 gram of 40% solution of glucose. So now you should know which formula you will apply, which values you will substitute, and get the unknown. That means the unknown is the mass of water and mass of glucose. So you should be able to do this sum. Children, we will continue with the session in the next class as well. We'll try and solve your doubts. I hope you will try the assignment. Thank you, children, and have a wonderful day.